Oh, hey, you made it. Oh, good. I wasn't sure. Well, I mean, I know you said that you would. Yeah, sometimes saying you're gonna do something, doing it are two different things. I mean, I don't mean to like you wouldn't. I don't mean to say. I'm sorry. I just thought something might have come up, especially since this is a lot to ask. I know that this is a big ask, so I appreciate it. Oh, come on in, come on in. Have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. And well, okay, well, not that chair. That chair is a little bit the leg is a little. I sat down on it really fast last week, and it's yeah. The couch is fine though. The couch is sturdy. That's a solid couch. I've checked a few times. Um, okay, so my sister's coming tomorrow. She'll be here in the morning, and she thinks I have a boyfriend. I appreciate you agreeing to do this and be that boyfriend. I pretending to be the boyfriend. You know what I mean. Anyway, I appreciate it. I really do. This is a really big deal for me. You know, when I left my island, my sisters were all worried about me. You know, they were worried that I wouldn't fit in, right? And they were kind of right. I mean, the outside world is messy, and then every time I heard from them, they were asking me if I'd met anyone, and every time they asked, I had to say no. I could feel the concern. That's worst. That's the worst. Not even disappointed or upset or just concerned. It's just the worst, you know? It kept getting worse and worse. Kyle asked if I was lonely last time. Like, she told me to be honest. Like, if I was okay out here on my own. And I sort of panicked. Um, I sort of panicked, and I just blurted out that I just told her that I had a boyfriend, and so I didn't expect them to try to come and meet you. Well, my boyfriend. So imagine my surprise when the next letter told me they were going to be on their way in such a short period, so no notice. So um, I do appreciate you doing this for me and doing it so quickly on such short notice. I may have actually kind of described you. You know they were asking about my boyfriend, and you're the only guy I know, or well, not the only one I've met, but like the only one I spent any kind of time with. So you were the first person that came to mind, and oh, I told them that I don't know. I just described you. I told them that you're nice, and you're funny, and you're kind, and that you have nice eyes. Yeah, like just regular stuff. Um, so I didn't like I didn't lie except for the part where I said that I had a boyfriend. I didn't necessarily say the boyfriend was you, but obviously the boyfriend. I was thinking. I wasn't thinking about you as a boyfriend. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Um. So anyway, I appreciate you coming over here and helping me. You know, sell it. Um. Okay. So a few things to know. A few things to know about about my sisters before they get here, and about you know uh, what 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 we're like, right? Just mostly just try to listen. Just not just nod along, right? Like a lot of times people just like nod and go and yeah, and make little sounds to keep you talking. But no, I need you to really listen. Um, Number one rule: don't mention Wonder Woman. Don't compare us to Wonder Woman. Don't no, nothing. Like, not even, just keep it safe. Don't even mention Gal Gadot. She's beautiful, beautiful woman. Very, very. I'm sure she's a lovely person, but also, she's kind of delicate looking, don't you? Like, honestly, I don't know why they cast her in that role, because like she is not Amazon material. Wonderful person, I'm sure she's lovely, but also so delicate looking. She would not have lasted long on that island. Anyway, like as lovely as she is, it's kind of an insult to suggest that we look like her, because we very much do not. We're obviously very much bigger and broader and taller and musclier. And I mean, like, like, look at me. Also, don't ask about the male children. Just don't. There's so many ugly rumors, and even if you're asking innocently, like, I get curiosity. If you want to talk, you and I can talk, but there are so many ugly rumors and stories that go along with what happens to the male children of Amazons, and it's just we don't throw them to the sea, right? We don't trade them to gods for weapons. We don't abandon them, or it's ridiculous. It's all ridiculous. None of it is true. We would love to have sons. We just don't. We just don't have sons. Our bodies, our biology doesn't cooperate. So, don't. It's sensitive on so many levels. And also, okay, like, I don't expect you to do this. But a lot of people actually ask us how we have children, and that's just ridiculous. It's like, I mean, I get they're not asking how, right? We're not, but they are asking, like, do we raid pirate ships or something, like, ridiculous, right? It never occurs to them that we just go on vacation and meet people, or, we're not aliens abducting people to probe them, right? So, are you ready? You want a pen? You want a pen and paper? You should probably write this down. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So okay. Let's see. Fourth. This is a big one. My sisters do not do small talk, right? We don't waste a lot of words where I come from. We say what we mean what we say. Our poets are really succinct. Haikus are long for our poetry. Our lectures are brief and to the point. When I came here, I enrolled in college and I took a communications class where they said that you have to state what you're going to say, and then say it, and then recap what you just said. Why? Why state what you're going to say? Even stating what you're going to say, isn't that just saying it? Very confusing. Very confusing. I passed that class, but I never understood it. Anyway, where were we? Succinct. That also means that, sometimes things come out as rude when we don't mean them to be. Like it feels abrupt, but it's just the way we are. We don't mean anything by it. It also means that our insults can come very quickly and sometimes not seem like insults. So, okay, for instance, if I were to notice something neutral about you, right? You're small. To me, that's just a fact, because comparatively, you're small to my people. If I follow that up with a compliment, like, you look very proportionate, very well built, something like that, then that's a compliment. That's great. But if I just say something neutral and leave it at that and just stop, that is not neutral. That's not neutral. That means I've observed and I've noticed something, and I'm telling you I've noticed it. So like, kind of like a backhanded insult for you guys. Like, so if I point out that your shirt is very colorful. Now, colorful is a neutral thing. It's neither good nor bad. But if I say colorful and nothing else, that means I've noticed that your shirt is colorful in a negative way. I'm telling you that that shirt is loud, and I'm just not saying it because it doesn't need to be said. I've just told you that I've noticed your shirt. The fact that I didn't say, "Oh, that's colorful," it's very nice. That means if there is no neutral, right? There's either neutral comment with a compliment, and that's a compliment, or there's a neutral comment and nothing, and that's an insult. There is no neutral because we wouldn't have mentioned it if it were strictly neutral, right? Got it. Anything that's said to you unprompted, that's, if it's not a compliment, it's a passive insult. So, anyway, like, if that happens, don't worry about it, though. If that happens, just don't spiral, you know? It is what it is, and let it go. Not everybody has to like your colorful shirt, right? But also, if she compliments you, she means every word of it. I'm sorry, I'm scaring you. You know what? I promise my sisters aren't like mean. They probably they probably won't even care about your shirt or your height or whatever, right? But they are very direct, and they are also going to be, you know, observing you, evaluating you, judging you. Like, they're not trying to be cruel or superior or anything. It's just that they love me, and they want to know that I'm with someone who is going to be good to me. So that also means that we need to be convincing, right? So we should maybe we should practice like the couple stuff, the like the physical stuff. Well, I'm not suggesting like no, I'm not. Okay, like my sisters, Amazon women in general, read body language a lot. We're trained from childhood to watch how people move for combat. Dance movement, balance, all of it teaches you to read a person's body before they speak to you. It means that it's hard to fake comfort around someone if people are watching you who have just always grown up watching body language. So we do need to look comfortable together, right? So let's start a little simple, right? Come here, stand up. All right, so if we're standing and talking to my sisters, you would normally be standing next to me, right? Okay, but a little closer than that. No, I need you. Okay, closer. Keep in mind, we're supposed to be dating. Like, you're kind of standing like we're in the same line for a bus, right? Closer. Okay, there we go. That's the height difference is okay. Well, let's see. If I put my arm around your shoulders, my my elbow is just about up to your head. And you could put your arm around my waist. That's fine, right? Maybe what if we just held hands, right? Can we try that? Oh, yeah. You've got very warm hands. It's nice. Okay. Yeah, this is good. Hand holding. We could do hand holding. That looks That looks natural. That looks like something a couple would do. It is something a couple would do. It's very coupley. Uh, and I won't accidentally, smush your shoulders by leaning into your own. So, um, okay. The other thing. This is gonna be a little awkward. Like if we sit, if we're on the couch together, it would be very strange if we were sitting on opposite ends, right? Couples sit close. They kind of lean into each other a little bit. They, would you mind if I? Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. You're a little lower than me, and how about if you were to like sit on my lap? I mean, it makes sense, right? I'm bigger. If a lot of times girls' friends sit on their boyfriend's lap, but like I'm bigger, you're smaller and lighter. If I sat on your lap, I would break your knees. So yeah, let's why don't we try that? You're laughing. No, I can see you're trying not to laugh, but it's your shoulders are doing the wiggly thing. So I okay, I get it. I get it. Big giant woman asking you to sit on her lap is probably objectively funny. I do recognize that. It doesn't make you less masculine though, right? Like just like being tall and strong doesn't make me less feminine. I'm very girly, thank you very much. I braid flowers into my hair and I cry like a baby at movies and you know, so being smaller doesn't make you less of a man, obviously. But for the sake of cuddling on a couch, it is easier if you're on my lap, and that way we could cuddle. And honestly, it'll look sweet. Like my sisters will eat it up. And it will show them that you're comfortable with me, that we're comfortable together, and that you are not intimidated by me being taller and stronger. It will impress them because not a lot of guys are unintimidated by that. Okay, this is nice. This is comfortable. This is nice, right? This is comfortable. This is easy. Can I tell you something? I I've never done this before. Like, I mean, not just the fake dating. Obviously, I've never done that before because this is crazy. But you know, all of it actually. The dating in general, being close to someone like this, and holding someone's hand is new to me. Feeling my stomach do that little fluttery thing is all new. Back home, not exactly a lot of men to date, and I'm not really into women like that. So, if honestly, even the women who are into women, it's no dating. There's no courtship. You just sort of gravitate towards someone and end up with them. And those of us who are into men, there's no one to be into or date or court or any of this. So there's no one to practice on. There's no bars. There are no apps. There are no awkward first dates. There's nothing. And then you come out into this world, into your world, and find out that beauty standards for women are not you, us, me. Yeah, they're tiny, they're petite. Even the models that you've got, like even when they're tall, they're still skinny, not muscular, not broad-shouldered. We learn really quickly that most men are intimidated by someone who makes them look shorter, forget about weaker. And I mean, I've made my peace with it, right? mostly. I get that I'm an acquired taste. That's fine. In most days, it's fine. But then, sometimes you meet someone who just, it just talks to you, and like they like you being there. Like you're not too weird or too tall or too muscular or too unpretty, unfeminine, ungirly. Like you're just another person. And not a novelty like some people treat me. I told my sisters about you. I described my boyfriend as being someone like you because you were the first person I thought of. But I don't think it's actually a complete accident that you were the first person I thought of. Um, I think the reason that I thought of it is because this isn't entirely fake for me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. I'm not trying to be weird. I made it weird. I'm not trying to be a weird. It's just like I said, where I'm from, we are just very direct, and so I'm trying to navigate this whole thing where I let you know what's going on, but also I get that you guys do this differently. You take a softer, slower approach. I'm sorry. Also, I was kind of. It's nerve-wracking to say these things, you know. My mother used to say that fear is a habit, you know. Yeah, you can break the habit, stop it, and it gets smaller. And facing it, being brave, is also a habit. The more you practice, the easier it gets. I always tried to be brave, but I was so afraid to ask you to come here tonight, I almost didn't. I almost called and said to just forget about it. I was halfway to telling my sisters that I'd broken up with my imaginary boyfriend, and I would deal with the pity. But also I thought about it. I thought about you, and you never seem to back away from things. You have made being brave a habit. So I decided to be brave. I'm glad I was. I'm glad you're here. Not just because I need a favor, but here. You're being really patient and warm, and you're not making me feel very very silly for any of this. I appreciate that. I do think that we're going to be okay tomorrow. I think that my sisters are going to see someone who looks at me like I'm not too much and not intimidating. And that is going to probably be the most convincing thing of all. Anyway, thank you for coming over. We should probably get to sleep. They'll be here early. Amazon women, we rise with the dawn, if not before. It's a whole thing. There's something about the goddess Eos and starfire and chasing away the darkness. It's a whole cultural thing. I'll tell you the story sometime. It's a good one. It's what mothers tell their daughters around campfire in order to shape how they see fear. But for now, thank you. Thank you for doing this and for being here and not making me feel weird. I'll see you in the morning. Night.